Yeah, Greg, Ben, I guess Chelsea, Kylie there in the background. Ta-da. Yeah, no worries. Hey, thought I'd do side control. We can always go over guard as well, but just because Richie talked about it on Monday, just put into place all the
Hang on, you're having internet issues. you kind of
You need to turn your audio back on. Still can't hear you. Just on you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, we just in the shed here. It's got a dead spot, and so I have to have my phone just outside outside the shed, and it just gets through. Hey, what I thought we'd go over is side control. We did it on Monday night with Richie, and there's a whole lot of things that your upper body can do, your lower body can do, and they're really good things. And in fact, it surprised me a little bit that Richie's good because everything's new to him, even though it's not new. But he always makes it. He gets excited about it and makes it new, and then discusses it. But which is good. I understand why he does that, because I'd be surprised if he didn't know a lot of that stuff after he's been rolling for 20 years. So, but even so, that's a good approach. I like his approach. So we'll get into it, and you guys can then train it. And I'll switch with Rafi, so you see someone smaller frame holding a bigger person, and I, the bigger person, holding Raf. Yeah, you got to show. Okay, so Raf's down side control. He's on the ground. Now we'll just make sure this.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah,
we're just gonna. Okay, good. That looks good. All right, so classic side control. You've got to control, as Tristan would say, you're going to control the box, but you can't control the whole box anyway. But you're going to have one right knee on the hip and one left knee up under the shoulder. And you're either going to have your hands over the top like this or a cross-face action. And then you drop your hips down. What we're really looking for at a higher level is wedges. If I can put a wedge around the girdle, say one shoulder, this shoulder here, or Rafa's hip here, I can stop him from doing things. And for instance, to stop Raf leaning up into me, we know that he can't do that if I hold that hand there. So what we're going to work first is hand positions. Now, we may have done this before, I'm not sure, but just go along with it for today, because I've got a lesson plan in my own mind. So I'm on this side of the person, and I'll often grab under the shoulder, and I'll try to get my elbow in under their elbow so that I can sit up and attack that hand. This other hand, I often just sit under here and I just cradle. Now, this is so far side, to the far side, and like this. I'm going to go through it with all of you. Then we've got near side where I just turn your feet that way, where I get a cross face. And I into Rafa's jaw and turn his head. And what that does is stops him from turning back into me. I go, yeah, this is all good. And I can still get up and attack that arm. And this just controls the person. Once I feel I've got control, I might go over to this side to start attacking an arm. So you've got far side over grass grips underneath, and I've got an under hook. So I'm going under that shoulder. If Rafi gets his hand underneath me, that's not good for me. He can basically shimmy out the back there, Becky. Good. So I want the underhook. And I'll be here. And this arm might be attacking me, might be doing whatever. If it comes across there, I'll grab it. And I've got a Kimura. Figure four. If it goes back that way, I've got a low figure four. All right, so what we're going to look at, what's this thing doing? Is that on the screen?
No, yes.
Okay. Right, okay, cool. What we're going to do, I just want to make sure that we can get a good side control position. So, Greg, if you assume the position, and we'll get Ben or Chelsea to get the side control position, and I'll talk you through it. Okay, good. Chelsea's up first, which is good. All right. Good. Okay, good. Yeah, that's now. Yeah, good. See if you can hold down. Now, if your head feels like it's too, Chelsea, if it's too far past your dad's body out the side, because your head's also a good anchor to, like, just stay where you are and watch what I do with my head. Jump back in. That's all pretty good, what you're doing. But you can actually get a little bit far out here. So what I need to do is I'll bring my head back in and I'll use it as a counterweight as well. Out here, it's probably not doing much, but in here, I can use it to counterweight as well. So if you could do that, that'd be great. So still have it, yeah, still get those same grips and just, use it as a, like it's 5 or 7 kilos, it can do stuff as well. Good. Okay, excellent. Right, now go cross face. So bring your right arm back under and see if you get your bicep or your delt, your shoulder, turning your father's head chin towards me. Yeah, so push that this way. Yeah, put weight through it. That's good. Okay, good. Now, Chelsea, can you turn, and Greg, can you bring your feet towards the camera? I want to see Chelsea's knees just to make sure they're in good position. Okay. Yeah, Greg, just another 45 degrees, Greg, with your legs away from it. Yeah, perfect. That's it. Good. Okay, Chelsea, what I want you to do is to drop your tailbone between your legs. So drop them. Yeah, that's the position. When you're lighter framed, because if you let your tailbone go up, you're raising your center of gravity and your father could roll you over. But dropping your tailbone down just adds a degree of difficulty. Excellent. So always do that. Always add that in. Yep, that's good. Okay, good. All right, so just go back. So Greg, I'll just say that's a good position to see the legs. If you spin your feet back away the way they were at the start. Okay, yeah, that's good. All right, 2 sets of grips. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at I got a different camera. You got 2 sets of grips, which is good. I now want to do a little hip drill, and Richie mentioned this, and it's a really big thing. And he was like, "Oh, I've got to try that." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we've been doing it for years, but anyway." But it's really good, okay? And your hips are what stop your father, Greg, from getting his knee inside. So just watch this. So Rafi's down, and you're, this is going to be the best angle. I don't know. We'll have to figure out the best angle. Maybe there. Right. So I've got either, it doesn't matter which grip. Now, I can, actually, this won't be the best angle. This best angle's here. 180 degrees, right? I think, yeah, maybe. I just got to, so my hip here does a good job. Rafa's got to get this knee in. If I don't do anything with this hip, hip away and he'll get that knee in. So what I do with my hip is I extend the leg, drop the hip. I can come back this way. I can come back. I can go back the other way. So I'm always using my hip. All right, so there's 3 movements. Let's call it normal, like normal. I'm trying to put that leg in. Put the leg in. And I'll turn away from it. And what that does is stop him from getting his leg in. I can then bring the foot around to the front, which is what I normally do. So we're going to do a little drill. We'll do the hip talk, and we're making this up. We're going to go, we're going to turn our hip and drop. Because of my length, I'll drop, and this works. I do this all the time in rolling. I just lower my leg out there. You might not have to, but I want to stop, because what Rafi will do is he'll hip away from me, and he'll dig this leg in under in a real fight. And so if I've only just got my hip there, it's okay. But if I put my leg here along the floor, he can't dig under. Just watch this. So if I'm here and he goes to get that leg in and I drop this leg, I beat him. Then from here, I'm going to lift up the arm and see if we get that. So we've got normal. I feel him going in, I drop that leg. I'll lift, this was one of the ones Richie said, lift up the arm at the elbow or shoulder and bring your leg forward, like that. Rafi will definitely respond here and make a frame and start pushing me. I'll go back to side control. He'll then try and put that leg in. I'll drop it down. I'll go back to here. So we've got 3 positions. Normal, long leg, front with your hip. So Chelsea, I'd like you to do that. Before we add any other extras. So you're in normal. Good. Greg goes to put his left leg inside. You drop your hip down to the floor, your left hip. Yep, that's it. Good. Now, you can't really stay there. So you've got to then bring your left leg all the way through forwards. Yep, bring it forward so it's out the front. Your left leg. Good. Now, if your father pushes up on you and forms a frame, go back to normal now. Go back to normal, switch back through. So side control is a sensory position. Big people like Rich, maybe he hasn't, maybe he's so big that he's just got on top of people and they haven't been able to move. But I try and roll like a little person, and so a little frame person. So you want it, the sensory is you make the adjustments. You feel your person going one way, you just put the weight the other way. And this is all subtlety around your hip. So what I'd like you to do is to move through those 3 positions. And we've got a few other little tweaks we're going to do. But if I can get Chelsea, you go over grasp when both hands are over. you might go cross face, and at the same time, you're moving your hips around in those 3 positions. We'll just do that for a little while, Chelsea. I'll have a look at it, make sure it's all good. And then we'll switch out. Do the other side.
We had our vaccinations yesterday, so she's got a sore arm.
Good on you. Are you guys, so single vax, double vaxxed?
Single.
Good, 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 good. Pulling up. Yeah, good. Chelsea, with your head. Yeah, see, yeah, nice. So your father will do that because your head was up. When I do side control, I always burrow my head down and I get scratches. I'll go home and Liz will go, oh, what's going on there? And it's because I burrowed my head into the other person. And I know you're probably not used to that, but I will make sure that over the next year or so, you'll get used to doing that. Okay, so keep, yeah, that's good. All right, keep moving around, holding your dad in position. And remember, side control, you move like a ship on the ocean. You just keep, yeah, nice. Feel you move, losing it, go back to a different position. Good. You feel a knee coming in, drop that hip. Yeah, so don't let him get under. And then you move to the front. Excellent. Okay, nice. All right, if you switch out, Chelsea, that's good. So 2 hand positions and 3 hip positions. And we're going to build on this today. Ben, you jump in, buddy. So go classic side control with cross face. Get a good cross face. Make sure your bicep or your delt is going into your father's chin, that your left knee is up under the shoulder, that your right knee is on the hip, and that your tailbone is dropped down. If your tailbone's high, your father will roll you over towards the camera. That's good. Yeah, good. Nice. Okay, so your father's moving around. He tries to put his right leg, knee into that hip joint. You drop that hip down to the ground. Good. Now you move up to the front. Bring your right leg all the way through to the front and pull up on your father's sleeve, on your near side sleeve, because you don't want him getting that under. Good. Greg might frame or do something. You feel like you're losing it. Dogs come in for a little sniff. Yep, good. And you go back to normal. Remember, drop your hips. Your tailbone's too high. Drop your hips. Yeah, good. That's where you need to be. I won't be able to drop my hips because of my knee, but you should be able to. Okay, so move through the positions. Drop your hip. Yeah, good. Go to the front. Nice. Get ready to go back to normal side control. There you go. Drop your tailbone. Excellent. Good job. Okay, Kylie, your turn. Oh, hey, Greg. If we'll deal with if they get a leg in. Don't worry about that. We'll deal with that. Are we recording? I guess we are. Yes. Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, Kylie, good. Cross face, side control, left knee on the hip, right knee up under the shoulder, tailbone low. Greg's trying to move you around a bit. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so, yep, you got good control there. Your head, just burrow your head into that shoulder, near far side shoulder, Greg's far side shoulder. Drop your head down a bit lower. Yeah, drop your hip, bring your left leg through, all the way through, out to the front and pull up on that sleeve. Good. And then, yeah, now cross face him again. But, oh, yeah, and see, so he can only really frame with his right hand. So he frames with his right hand. He pushes into your face. You go back to normal side control. Bring your left leg back under. Yeah, excellent. Okay, now I want you to move between those positions, okay? Normal side control, leg drop so it can't get in. Front hip move forward, pull up on the arm. Yep, good. And then Greg will frame or do something, he'll push off you. Okay. Yep, nice. Well done. Yeah, good job. Okay, Greg, your turn. That was good. That was good. Riley, good job. Okay. Like on the camera, maybe. If I put it on top.
It's fine.
I'm not looking at it.
It doesn't matter if you're not.
No, it does. It's annoying. Okay, good. Can you fix that? No. Here. Sorry, I'll fix this up, Greg, and then I'll be up. See what you're doing. Okay, good. Yep. Okay, excellent. Please. Okay, good. All right, good. So you got cross face. Kylie moves around a bit. She tries to get a left knee in. You drop your hip down to the ground, drop it down. Good. Bring your foot forward, pull up on her left arm. That's it. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Don't take you in too many ways at once.
Needle is kind of in. Yeah. Now, Greg, bring your left leg all the way through to the front and pull up on her left arm. Pull up on the left elbow there. With your right arm, pull up on her left. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Pull up on it. What that does is it takes away that shoulder from turning. And it's actually, you know, I don't see too many blue belts doing that to me, to be honest. So if you guys put that in, that's really good. Okay, move around, Greg. So you got 3 hip positions and leg positions and 2 arm positions. So you go far side, which is what you're doing, and you can go near side cross face. Yep, good. Drop that hip down. Drop that hip down. Yep, good. Now, yeah, good, good, good. You're gonna get rolled there. What's happening? What's happening? Not bad. Kylie's a weapon. Yep, good. Yeah, bring your right knee, left leg all the way through. Go back under yourself all the way through. And then your back of your hip. Now Kylie tries to put her left knee in and she just keeps hitting the back of your back. That's what you should be doing. All right, excellent job. Well done. Okay, this is really good. And it's really good because if Richie's right, then the things I know, and like I haven't been, well, I have, but it takes a while for people to pick up on things. So they get shown something, and then a year or 2 later they go, oh, and then they go, well, maybe I was shown that. So let's have a structure here. This is really good. You've got hip and leg position 3, and you've got 2 hand positions. I want to build on it. I just want to build other things that you can do. And then you'll have all the things that I do. I'm doing what I do in side control. My side control is pretty good because I use all these things, and I've been held in side control from big people in competitions. And one of my coaches here in Canberra, Danny Weir, he does weigh a little bit more than me, just a little bit. And I've been under him plenty of times. And he's got some great tricks. So let's develop further the side control, and then all the person underneath has to do is move around and try and get out of it. And what you do on top is you stay on top, and I'll give you advice. Okay, Rafa's in. Righto, that was excellent so far what you're doing. Now, I want to add one more hip movement. And it's just, Rafa's trying to get that leg in, and I've dropped my hip. Now what I want to do is take my hip, yeah, you can do all that if you want to, but I'm going to take my hip over the top of his legs and turn his legs away from him. So I'll do that again over here. We've got to do it so that we're going to get better at this. Can I just put that down a little bit? Drop back a little bit. There you go. That's better. Okay, so this leg here is trying to get into the gap. I was not doing this on white belt. I do it all the time now. So if you guys pick up on that, this is good. So I'm in normal classic side control. He puts this leg in. I drop it down. Now, I may normally switch to the front, which is good. But now what I do is I attack. I go on the attack with my hip. I use my hip as a battering ram because it's actually a really strong, it's a lever or a bone or whatever you want to call it. So Rafa goes to get in and I will push with my hip. So my hip and his hip are joined on top right there. And I'm stronger than Raf, yes, and I'll show Raf can do it too. And I push there. So that's like turning his face, that's like turning his head there. I'm just doing it at the end. I'm doing it here. So with my hip, this bone pushes, boom. And I do this on everyone. And now I've got choice because I made it uncomfortable for them. There's nothing worse than the threat is here and you're getting turned away from them. There's a mount coming. I can mount easily from this position. I don't normally do mount because of my knee, but you guys should do mount, right? So I go from here and I turn here, boom, and I turn his hips over. As soon as I feel hit the ground, I can come over into mount. Right, I'm going to get Rafa to do it because there is a size difference. Right, so Rafa's here in side control. I'm trying to get in to here. He's going to use his hip and push into me and push it over and get up on top. Now you can get down. Boom. So does feel slightly, yeah. You're pushing here with your hips, and then you've got to throw this leg back into here. That's all you've got to do. All right, so I'd like to do this next move before we do any hand stuff. So I'll talk you through it. Chelsea, you go first. Get a haircut. Okay. So Chelsea, you got the classic side control. Crossface, whatever, doesn't matter. Good. You feel your father's trying to get that knee in. Use your hip and block it. Now this is the new move. Bring your hip up and rotate his hips away from you with your hip bone. Yeah, push, 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 push. Good. Now keep your hip bone to him, and you can even come up a little bit. See your right foot can come up a bit higher. Keep pushing and slide your foot over into mount, over the top into mount. Yeah. Okay. You've just reminded me of something. This will help. Just watch this way. That was really good, Chelsea. Come back here, Rafa. Camera. Just trying to figure out the camera. But we take our time. We'll get a few different moves. So I've pushed the hips down. Boom. No, it's got to be this way. I've got to be able to see my leg. I'm going to hook my foot in here. So if I come across and I push his hips down, I might even get this leg onto here and hook in. Rafa, you do it to me. Do you know what I'm trying to do? Yes or no?
Kind of.
Jump on this side. So you're here. I go to push in. Use your hips. Now use your hips. Push me down. Now bring this foot up so the knee, so the foot's there. Yes. So you're just riding that there. Okay. In knee ride, there's a relationship here, guys, between two techniques, and they both. Just jump back here. When I do knee ride, and I'm here, I'm going to use this foot and do the same thing. I push the foot, I turn the hip over, and then I go straight to mount. Straight to mount. Jump back this one. So I'm here. Boom. Camera, maybe more. I go up to knee ride, and I use this foot, and I turn the hip over. See how I turned it over and I use my foot? Now, I do this, and I do it from side and knee ride. So Chelsea, if you can add the hook of the foot onto the thigh, you can lift your knee over and get mount pretty easy. But I didn't do that straight away. I just went hips and then slid my foot to mount because they were turned away from me. But what I've done is I've linked the two moves from knee ride and this. And it's got, if I'm up against a more experienced person, if they feel a gap, they will move. But because you've got them with the foot, there is no gap. Okay, so classic side control. Okay, good. Yep, you can go crossface, whichever one you want to do. Greg tries to put his right knee in. You drop your hip. Good. Now instead of going forwards, you lift up and you push back into it using your hip and take him right over to the other side. Use your hip. Walk backwards towards that hip. Knock it over. Yep, keep knocking. Yep, now get your knee up and your foot on the thigh. Lift your leg up. That's it. Yeah, lift it right up. Yep. And now just stay there. You won't, okay, I want you to go back half a move so that your foot's off. Okay, go back to where the hip connects and you've pushed it to the floor. 5 times, I want you to bring your knee up and have the foot go to your father's thigh. 1, up to the thigh. Yep, back down, quick. 2, up to the thigh, back down. Now, right, yeah, you control that hip with your foot. 3, up, push your foot in, push down. Good. 4, back down. So we're getting active with our legs. 4, up, push. Use your hip first. Yep, now bring your leg up straight away as soon as you feel it. Put the weight on. Good. Now on the 5th one, your father applies a little bit of pressure. You use your hip. Get to that position you are now and go to mount on the 5th one. Go all the way to mount. But go down, push with your hip, up with your leg, boom, into position. That's it. Yep, and push with your foot to, okay, just go back half a move, Chelsea. When your father's hips I want you to push so his knee nearly touches the ground, that fast. Yeah, that's what I want. Now go to knee ride. Sorry, not knee ride. Now go to mount. Boom. Okay. Chelsea, one more. Sorry, and I'll do the same for Ben and Kylie, everyone, because this is key. I want you to use your hip, and you know when you're going to lift your knee, you lift your knee and foot up when your father's near side knee to you, or far side from me, touches the ground. So not his left knee, but his right knee. So I want you to push into the hip. So push into it. Knock it to the ground and knock his whole leg to the ground. Go. Violently knock it to the ground. Over you go. Right, go. Yep, now bring your leg up. Now, when you go for mount, I want you to get your knee right up under his left shoulder and kick the floor with the instep of that right foot. So the shoelaces of your right foot slaps the mat hard. Go. Bring it up hard. Bring that right knee up under his shoulder and slap the mat hard. Yes. Slap it hard. Bang. The reason we slap the mat hard is because they won't fight. It's training you to get a position quickly. And then now bring it into his stomach. Boom. And there you go. That's it. Good. Okay, well done. So what we've added is a 4th hip movement. We've got a hip movement where you go forwards with the right leg. Now we've got one where you attack backwards. I wasn't doing this on white belt, and Danny Weir was doing it to me, but I was never doing it to anyone else. So if I get you guys doing it, this is how you get a really quick mount really easily. You're not throwing any leg over, you're actually putting weight on them and sliding your leg through. It's a bit different. Okay, good. All right, Ben, drop your tailbone. That's it, good. Okay, good. So this time, father moves around. Yeah, drop the hip to the ground. Drop that, yep. Now, I want you to walk your hips back into your father's legs and crush them to the ground over near me. Go, keep walking and bring them up. Keep walking. Yep, good. Keep going. Good. Now, as soon as that knee, his right knee's hit the ground, I want you to lift your right leg up and slide it over and hook with your right foot. But on his, yeah, good. That's where I want you to be. Put the weight on. Now, with your right foot, push that knee to the ground. Always hold it to the ground. That's what you got to do. Put weight through that right foot. Now when you go into mount, slap the mat with that foot. Go. Bring your right knee up under the shoulder and slap it. Good. There you go. Okay, go back, do it again 5 times. So everyone, before when you were taught to get mount, you would have taught switch base, throw the leg over, and you probably went, gee, I actually can't get mount because everyone stops it. This stops this. You will get mount on people from side control. Okay, good. Drop your hips down, drop your hips, drop your tailbone. Good. Okay, so your dad's trying to get his right leg in. You drop your toe. Yep, good. Now go back into it, crawl back, step, walk your feet. Yep. Keep walking back. Go so as soon as you feel his knee going over, keep going, keep going. Bring your knee up, and right. Bring your right knee up and over and get there. Now put your foot in, holding down. Good. So see if Greg can bring that foot back. He might be able to, he might not. Put the weight through it. Good. Now slap the mat with your shoelaces and punch your right knee up under the shoulder. Good job. Well done. Do it again, mate. That's number 2. So we're going to do it 3 more times. Drop your hips. Yep. Drop your hip. Good. Now walk them in. Walk them in. Just walk backwards and take those legs all the way back using the battering ram of your hips. Good. Good, good. Now bring your leg up. That's the time to bring it up. Your dad's gone over. Straight into it. Boom. Hold it down. Hold it. Pin it. Pin it with the shoelaces. Right knee up under the shoulder and slap the mat with the shoelaces. Well done. Do it again. That's number 3. 2 more. Awesome. This is good. Good. Walk them back. Walk them back. Hold it. Hold it. Yeah. Keep walking. Smash your hip into his hip. Yep. As soon as you feel the knee go over, bring your leg over and ride his knee. Boom. That's it. Because what you're doing is riding that shoulder, that hip joint. Okay. As soon as you feel yourself got room, slap the mat and bring your right knee up under the shoulder. Good job. That's number 4. 1 more. Ben, that was awesome. Yeah, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back. Feel that knee go over. He's trying. Yeah, keep going. Walk. Now, bang. Leg up and over. Pin it. That's it. Straight into it. Slap the mat. Away you go. Good. Okay, well done. Yeah, just pin there. That's excellent. And you can use the back of your heels on your father's buttocks to pin yourself to him. So at the moment it's sliding out, just use your heels and use them as hooks and hook yourself to your father's leg. Yep, that's it. Good. That's getting good. That's getting good. So it's all about wedges. It's all about holding on. Okay, Kylie, your go. Okay, good. Normal cross face and normal classic. I'll call it classic side control. Okay, Greg goes to get his right knee in. Kylie moves around, doesn't allow it to come in. Now she says, you know what? I'm going to use my hips as a battering ram and knock your knees and hips to the ground. Boom, 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 boom. When you feel it turning over, yep, just a little bit more. Now bring your right knee over onto his knee and pin. Use your foot, hook it. Now, if he turns back and you slap the mat, that's good. You're in mount, so I wouldn't worry. Slap the mat and bring your right knee right up under the shoulder. That's it. Yeah, or pin there. That's all right. Wherever you got it. Now, Greg's trying to get you off. Pin yet. Use your right leg as a hook to stay on. Stay on. Good. Okay, that's 1. We'll do 4 more, Kylie. 4 more. No, it was good. That was good. Everyone's doing really well. Okay, cross face. Good. Turn his chin away from you. That's he's trying to get his leg in. Use your hip. Drop the hip down and then walk it into his hip. And just keep walking backwards. Keep walking backwards. Knock it over. Just trust yourself that you're going to knock him over. As soon as you feel it going over, bring your leg over and pin the knee. That's it. Good. Pin it with your foot. And then slap the mat and up into mount. Boom. Get your knees up high. Yeah. He won't be able to do much there until he straightens up a bit, but that's all good. Right it. Yeah. Hook and brace. Hook. That's it. Good. Okay. That's number 3. We've got 2 more, Kylie. Okay, good. Moving around. Greg tries to get that leg in. You drop your hip and you then batter around it. Just knock it over to the other side. Walk your hips back. You feel the knee going over. Keep walking. He hasn't quite gone over. He's gone over nearly. Push. Now pin it. Yep, pin it with that knee and your foot. Yeah, good. And then slap the mat and get mount. That's good. Yeah, no problems at all. Do one more, and then Greg can have a go, and then we'll mix it up, and then I'll do 2 more hand positions. I think that'll be about it. Yeah, taking a look. It's good. I mean, I think this is what we do today. This is good. Get that leg in. That's it. Keep walking. You haven't quite knocked him over yet. It's like you haven't quite turned the jaw. Yeah, now ride that knee. Drop it in. Pin it with your foot so he can't get back. That's good. Slap the mat and bring your foot over. Excellent. Well done. Yeah, good. And you're holding mount. Very good. That's good.
Brian.
Well done. Hey, Greg, you do it, buddy.
You ready?
Give your father Larry D, Ben. Give him Larry D. Okay, excellent. All right, so Greg, classic, whatever you want to do, overgrass or crossface, whatever. Classic, yeah, drop your hips, good. Okay, Ben, you got to try and get in there and try and turn and face your father and get your knees into escape. He's dropped his hips nice and low, good. He now walks backwards into you, and it's all, yeah, good. Walks over, keep walking back, keep turning your hips in. So, yeah, turn your hips, Greg, towards, yep, that's it, good. And then drop your foot, hold him, pin him there. Because you might not go to mount. This is an interesting position. I would hold him here. This is uncomfortable for him. He doesn't like it. Now, when you slap your foot to the mat, Ben will want to turn back to his, see how he wants to go flat? Do you realize, just go back half a step, and this is for everyone, and I won't rob you of practice either, Greg, but when you go back half a step, right there, when you can go to side mount, and side mount is you slide your left leg up under his neck, and your right foot just comes up and touches the mat and goes to his belly. Oh, yeah, no, bang in there. So here's the scoop. With practice, you guys will get good if you do this properly to go either mount or side mount. If you've already got him in side mount, it's like a smorgasbord of just techniques that you can do to him. You go to mount, it's like, mount's still awesome, but this is side mount. You're getting 4 points and you're straight into choking and bow and arrow. And they are not liking it because their defenses, their arms and their legs are facing away from you. Whereas if he gets to mount, he faces towards you. So it's just a little thing that you can do. Yeah. I can show you heaps of stuff there. That's good. You've got the back. You've got his back. So you are 3/4 to his back from that position. So do it again. Like you got 4 more, Greg. I'll give you a choice. You can go mount or side mount just from that position. That's why that position's so good. Battering ram. So today's lesson is your hips are a battering ram. That's what I want. Good job. Go a bit hard, Ben. It's your father. Good. Yeah. Good. Yep, knock him over. Yep, bang. Oh, you're using a hand. That's okay. Good. So now you've got choice. Greg, what are you going to do? Oh, you okay? Is he okay? We all good?
We're all good. I think so. You don't push back so hard this time. Okay.
You're,
We're good.
yeah, when you twist it, aren't you? Okay, good. Jumps around a bit. Good. Yeah, no shit, it's unstable. Look at this. My internet's unstable. That's good. Yeah, straight to mount. But he's on his side. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, side mount, bang. So that's, Greg, that's a really nice transition for you. Mount, side mount, and back. Yeah, get your hooks in, controlling. Yeah, guard work. Yeah, oh, there we go. Side scissor, do what you did last week. Yeah, bring the arm across. You got a nice little roll happening here.
Yeah. Toss him over, then. Toss him over. Work with him.
Hey, Ben, if ever you feel that trying to lift your father's weight there is not working, just reverse back out. Just go straight out of it. Your father's got quite deep there. I think something's...
We're embracing each other. It works.
Good job. Hey, just a couple of others. So today we looked at side control, and from Monday night there was some positions with your hands and positions with your hips. And I actually think I covered the main hip positions that I use. I just want to talk about your hands because I just play with these. I really like, this is my favorite thing to do in side control. You know, like after a while, it's not about getting a tap. It's about, because you get a tap, it's all over. It's about torture. So I like to just delay the inevitable. I don't want to tap them straight away. Like obviously competition you would, but you know, with students on the mat, it's a bit of fun for me because I'm going, oh, look at this. All right, so Rafa's down. He's gone to sleep. Okay. No, we're not rolling. Jump down. We will at the end of this. All right, so you've learned today that the hips are really good. I also, and I think hang on, go back so the camera can see. Right. So hands on this side, far side, hands on near side. If I take a leg away, I replace it with a hand. So I've said this before. I'll take this foot away, but I'll replace it with a hand. Now, this is what I like doing. And I want you to do this today because it doesn't mean one's better than the other or do this and do that. I'm not really sure. I just float. I just do whatever I need to do. So I'm here. I'll often put this hand underneath. Let's turn back this way so you can see the hand position. Turn. Yeah, so the rule is if I take a knee away, I replace it with a hand. I'll often put this hand underneath this leg and grab here. Just lift this leg up. So I'm grabbing this far side. Now I do the same with my shoulder that my hip was doing to turn his hip. I do this and I pull in and take him that way. So really the principle is you either you're twisting the hips to take the knees that way by using your hip or a hand, and then around here, spin. I've got to twist the head. So that's what I'm applying, is this twisting action to both levers. So I'm here. I will take this hand, place it underneath, and it's interesting. If you're lighter weight, Ben, Chelsea, Kylie, you can get up on your toes and drive them forward. That's why this is good, because sometimes your hip, sometimes you can't use your hip. Sometimes it just doesn't work. I've had that before, and I've gone, oh, I'm not quite getting, you know, they're just sneaky with their knee, or they move a lot. But they don't move once you tie them up here. Now what I do, Raf's quite light, so I don't have to do too much. But I've done this to Tim Tam. I go down to the floor, I lift my knees up, and I drive him over. And then I'll come in. So now I've got Richie or Rafa facing away from me. Boom. Now it's up with the leg onto the knee like you were doing before, and then in. Either side mount, Rafa's quite sneaky, but side mount coming up to here, or going on with your game. So we'll finish up with just that movement. Rafa will do it to me once. Are you doing it?
Yeah.
You do it. So side control here. So you take away that knee, use this hand, goes underneath my leg and grabs you up. Underneath there. Yeah, grab here. Now, up on your toes and drive me forward. Cool. Now get you the mount, whatever, slide your leg over, right. Yeah, good. Yeah. Good. That's really tight. Just do it just a couple of times each to finish off, simply because it's another hand movement, and it's actually, I do that more than I use the hip, but the hips on some people, body shapes determine. I've got long arms, so I can reach around and grab the other side of someone. If you're shorter than me and you can use your hips, then use your hips. So it just depends on who you are. All right, so Chelsea, you go first. Just do it a couple of times, just so I know that you can. All right.
And we can do it. We can both do it at the same time.
Yeah, do it both at the same time. That'll be great. Yep, that's good. Yep. Good. Okay, so Chelsea and Ben, you've got your right knee on, or Ben, you've got your left knee. So I'm just going to say you've got your knee on their hip. Replace it with the hand and reach under that leg and grab the far side of the other leg. Good. That's it. Good. Now go up on your toes and drive them forward. Good. Now, with the leg that's closest to their knee, ride their knee. Bring your knee up over and ride their knee and keep it there. Yeah. That's it. That's it. And the more weight you put on that knee, the better. Now you're into mount. That's good. And then just kick the floor and get mount. There you go. Do it one more time each. So I do this more than the wrecking ball with my hip, but I still think it's really important to do both. Okay, so they're putting their leg in. You've dropped your hip. Maybe you don't think you can get down under it or whatever, and you drop your right arm back, feed it under. Boom. Grab the far side. This is a gi move. And up on your toes and roll them forward. There you go. And then put your leg, ride their knee, push that knee down. Push, yep, ride it. Good. There you go. And good job. Okay, excellent work. Greg and Kylie, you got to do it. Just to, it won't matter. It shouldn't matter. You should be able to do it to your partners, but I don't think it matters. Oh, far side for Greg. Good. Cross face for Kylie. Excellent. Okay. All right. Hand comes back. Yeah. Just grab a bit of whatever you can grab there. and turn up on your toes and push to the side. Yeah, good, Greg. That's it. Now bring your right knee over and ride her knee. All right, good. Good. One more time, E. Nice. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah, you've trapped your arm, but that's all right. Get armbar. Perfect. Do it one more time each, just so I know you got the movement. Okay, and steady. All right. To finish up, so you had 4 hip positions, and you had cross face and far side, and that, whatever we're going to call that. I don't know what we'll call it, right? There are more. What I'd like to do is, anyone can go first, Greg will go first too, is you will go for a little roll. Now, you're going to start from kneeling. If you get side control, then do the moves and get mount. If you're side controlled, as in you're underneath them, pull guard, go side scissor and do what we did last week. And so the best one to do is side scissor and get out to the side and build the structure and get to the back. And Greg did it today. I like that. Let's see how this unfolds. So there are no winners. Everyone's a winner. There are no losers. Okay. I just want to see it unfold. All right, let's do it. This will be good. We'll go D or no good. Pull guard. Let's get guard. Let's get guard. Put your knee in. Yep. Turn on your side. Yes. Okay, lock your legs. Okay, good. Now build a structure. Remember the ace of all grips, Ben. Get it. Yeah, side scissor. That's it. Get up on your hand, Yeah. It's all right. That's pretty good. Good. Yeah, you can counter that, Greg. Go to mount, Ben. You're losing the back. Go to mount. Just go out over to mount. Oh, okay. Go back the other way. Yep. Get out to the side. If he puts a hand down on the floor, you can get a triangle. Oh, what do we do? I think we have got a triangle here. Go deep with your right elbow. Yeah, deep, go deep. Cut the angle. Okay, reach up with your left hand, grab your foot. Make it tight. Yep, pull, come on. Yep. That's it, pull. Yeah, okay. Still should be able to put it on. All right, good. Now you're inside. Yeah. Now, Greg, your turn. Do the side control stuff. Well, not so much. Yeah, Ben, you keep going. You keep giving your dad a hard time. You can either do it with your hip or you can do it with your hand. Ben may be one of these ones where you got to reach back with your right hand and go under. I don't know. Yeah. Push him down. Yeah, that's it. Over. Yes. There you go. Good job. Well done. So you can see how that plays out. And it's all pretty logical. I kind of like it.
Yep.
Well done. Good practice. All right, Chelsea, I don't know who you're rolling. Last roll, guys. It's all good. All right, Chelsea. Okay. All right, Kylie, you've got to do the side control to get to mount. Chelsea, get out of there. Turn to your side. Get your knee in. That's it, Kylie. Good, good, good. If you don't think you can hit it with your hip, put your right hand back and, yeah, track. Yeah, just grab anything. Now get up on your toes and turn her over. That's it. There you go. Now, yes, that's what you do. That's what you do. Good job. Good job.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, fight me.
Yeah, I mean, we could do some submissions, but that was good. All right, so Kylie, good job. Chelsea, you had your chance when your right foot was in and away and pull guard, close guard. But that drill, those two drills go together and give you a sort of roll, which is pretty cool. So if you guys practice that a little bit and just roll each other, when you go back to class, I think you'll find that you'll be nailing people because they don't do that. They don't do the hips. They don't do any of that stuff, right? And we do, maybe you haven't taught it enough. Well, we've got to teach it more, obviously. Yeah, it reminds us to. Okay, any questions?
We just need to practice.
I do have one. When you're doing G stuff like in a competition or something, how, like when I was rolling that earlier, as a strategy to get back into the fight, I pulled my arm out maybe. Would that be disqualification in the competition?
Okay, so just say the last bit of that.
I was rolling that and I pulled my arm out of my G.
Oh, yeah, they would stop it.
Disqualification.
Yeah, no. You, as a ref, it happened. I ref on the comp. You just stop them and say, fix your D. Yeah, you just, the bout will be stopped and you'll fix your D and then you'll continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, look, you guys, cool for you guys because there's stuff and as long as you practice it a little bit, right? I'm going to roll Rafa when he comes back down and we're rolling probably twice a week. But I just think have a roll and put it into practice and you will be surprised that, you'll start getting on top of people with this approach. I mean, I'm just working off what Richie and Tristan are talking about. I did miss Wednesday night and I'll be up front. I haven't looked at it because if I fall behind the Zoom, I fall behind. Thursday night, I did 2 classes and then just all the follow-up stuff. And then I'm like, oh my God, so I get all zoomed out. But I do enjoy this one on Sunday, mainly because it's, I know it's not the same, but I can see you guys making some progress. So it's pretty cool. Okay. So Chelsea, I want you to roll your brother at least 5 minutes, 2 bouts of 5 minutes. Either do it today. Your homework is to have a couple of bouts. That's all I want you to do. And to see if you can remember any of the stuff we've done. 2 5-minute bouts. If you do that, thanks, guys. Thank you. It's cutting in and out. I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye. Bye.
See you next week. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.